Hey, I have a question for you. What's it really like to go to work with your best friend every day?
Oh my God. I'm not answering.
Well, what's up, guys? This is Daniel from Arms Family Homestead, and I got a couple problems. I need to talk to you guys about. And goats. We'll just say the problems revolve around goats, and I think there's one solution that I probably know I should have already done to fix the problem. Just been too lazy to do it. Good morning, Bear. What's going on out here today, buddy? How's Bear doing? Huh? I think one thing I need to do today is load up the sheet metal, this barn tin that I pulled off the old barn. We still haven't started on our shed roof yet. Hey, it's been 100 degrees. It's really nice today. It's starting to cool off, and the guys that I've got that are going to help me put this thing up had a couple other things going, so why not wait until it's 80 degrees instead of 108 degrees? So anyways, I think I will hook up the trailer and take this over to my in-laws. They want to use it on an old barn, and while I'm in process of doing that, we may go pick up my tractor and repo it from old Dusty over there at Cross Timbers Bison. He may not be super excited about that, but since my tractor's gone, I need a tractor now. So Earl, are you getting brave? You trying to figure out what that is? Whoop. That's Rufus, man. What's up, Rufus? Okay, so let's go in here. Ooh. I'll show you my problem I've got. Uh-oh, my problem's is going on right now. I gotta hurry. Lock the gate. Isaac! There's my problem. Get goats, they said. It'll be fun. Thanks, Isaac. Appreciate you tearing up my fence, dude. Look at him. He's hiding from me now. Look at this. He has completely, and I just caught him in the act. He's completely torn up this old fence. So this one last stretch here. This is just old wire. I say one last stretch. This entire pen here has kind of been here for 30 something years, but this used to be an exterior fence. There's another problem that I was going to get to, but this used to be an exterior fence until I fenced in this. So with animals, especially with goats, the exterior fences, the perimeter fences of a pasture, they don't seem to put much pressure on. But interior fences like this, where you have animals on both sides, goats can be a headache. And this 30-year-old field fence, obviously Isaac has been able to rip the ties off the T-post, and even with those big horns of his, torn some of the cross pieces up. Obviously the fence has seen better days, as you can see. The bottom wire has rusted completely off because it's been sitting down on the ground. Now I was going to come down here and get some wire and just retie this on for now, but my big dilemma was, how was I going to get Isaac back in with the goats? Well, Isaac took care of that problem for me. But here's another problem I have to fix. You can see, so he gets his big horns in this wire, and it's like, I guess because it's so old, he's able to just rip it apart and break it. Well, then you get a hole this big, and somebody like Lambert or somebody down there that's stuck in the fence thinks they can just cruise right on through there. So obviously I'm gonna have to tear this old wire out and restring it, which it's probably only, I don't know, 300 feet, something like that. So it wouldn't be bad. I just need to actually break down and do it. But for now, we're just gonna tie it back to the T-post. I'm not gonna tear it all out today. I don't have the wire to fix it right now, so in the future I'm gonna be redoing this stretch. I could just take this out and make this one big pasture, but I like having smaller pastures so that we can move animals around. Here comes my stalker. What do you want? But yeah, I like having multiple pastures so that we can rotate animals and separate animals and things like that. but somebody decided to get their head stuck in the fence this morning, and I'm not real sure why Isaac decided to come in here. There's no goats in here, but Isaac decided to tear a hole through the fence, and then when I come out here this morning, he was just hanging out with her. Well, little Miss Missy thing, I hope you know, goats that continuously get stuck in the fence around here get a crown of shame. So what I'll do is I'll take a piece of pipe or a board or a stick, or I've used PVC pipe, you know, something long, and tape it and zip tie it, whichever, this way across their horns, so they can't get their head through these small squares. Because this is a pain in the butt. They will rip your fingers to shreds if you're not careful. All right, horns back. All right, head back. There you go. So for now, I'm gonna go grab some wire and some pliers and just reattach this back to these T-posts and get some wire and try to fix those holes if I can find enough. Maybe we can keep Isaac from trying to rip it up. I would have thought, considering the fact that all the goats are in here, I don't know why the buck would want to come over here this morning, unless he's got some beef with Rufus. Maybe he does. Hey, 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 get your horns back. Quiet. Hey, get your horns back. I don't want you smashing my fingers. Quiet. Can't imagine why I have problems with fences. Would you back up? Get off the fence. All right, well, I don't know if that's going to fix the problem. Obviously, Isaac has figured out that he can get his head under the fence and lift up. And that's a problem, because most of the time if he's going to try to push through it, he's going to fail unless he breaks a wire or something. He's not going to get his horns through the fence, but considering the fact that he's now lifted the fence and gone under it, now I could get out here and drop some stakes in the ground and pin that wire to the ground a little bit better. It's just a matter of time. We're going to have to tear it all out and fix it. But the next problem, or concern I guess I should say, has to do with that guy. Now the best way to test and see if that fence is going to hold those goats is a little food motivation. So I'm going to get a little bit of feed and feed the alpacas and donkeys, and that'll tell us real quick if those goats are going to come through. What's the matter, Steve? Are you hungry this morning? Freedom, madam. You looking thick, if I say so myself. Who wants a bite? I know Steve does. Good morning, Steve. Is that what you wanted? Here, Freedom. And all the time that Freedom has been here, she still will not let me pet her. She's been here for, what, a year and a half? She'll come up and eat out of my hand every day. But the moment I move towards her, she's like, no, I don't trust you, sir. Oh, I missed it. Look at there. Uh-huh. I watched you. I didn't get the camera on you in time, but she's my main culprit. That one right there is an escape artist, and she's been going through that fence for a while. What, you want more food? Here, Freedom. When you gonna have your baby? Rufus, come get a bite, man. Why aren't you eating out of my hand today? Keeping your distance? Oh, Tina. Tina, get over here. Tina, eat some ham. Really? You just don't want Rufus coming over here? Hey, you're the problem around here. You're the problem. Come on. Come on, Rufus. Dude, you're dropping more than you're eating. Well, the good news is Isaac is not trying to go under the fence, but he's over there with his girls, so he must not be hungry right now. You hungry, Freedom? Rufus, I know you think you're in charge around here, but we can be friends. You don't have to hate me. Sure wish I could get some weight put on you. You're looking skinny, bro. You eat all the time, but you're looking skinny. Okay, so back on the subject of Rufus. I told you I had some concerns about Rufus. And that is, he's been in with these female alpacas for, I don't know, I'd have to go back and look. The two bigger ones, I would say 5 months, 6 months, something like that. And I'm feeling like nobody's pregnant. You guys have seen him breeding Lucy multiple times. Lucy's our youngest. She's never bred, but she's 2.5 years old now. She's way past breeding age. I think Rufus has probably been in with her the longest. I would say I put him in with her when she was 18 or 19 months old, it's been a while. And I've seen him breeding Dolly a couple times. I showed a video of him breeding Dolly out here, and she should have been bred several months ago. Dolly is getting up there in age. She's kind of an older female. She's our oldest. But then the other day, DJ and I were down here feeding the animals treats, and we were just sitting on the buckets, and Tina came up to me, the big brown one, came up to me, and she's just kind of standing there, and I was petting her. I put my hand up on her neck and was petting her. And while I was kind of holding her there, Rufus mounted her, to say, and tried to breed her. So from what I've always been told with alpacas, I'm not an alpaca expert, but from what I've been told is once the females are pregnant, they won't let a male anywhere near that area to try to do those things. They're like, nope, I'm done, get away from me. Well, no one's doing that to Rufus. So my concern is Rufus may be past his prime, or just not fertile anymore. I don't know. I mean, I like Rufus, I want to keep him around, but I'm not sure he's getting the job done for what he was hired for. Yeah, I'm talking about you. So my concern is, with alpacas, it takes it's like 11 to 12 months gestation period. So once they breed, you don't know, it's a year later almost before you have babies. And last year we took our 2 females to the vet to have them preg checked, and he said one of them was pregnant, one of them wasn't, and we had 2 babies. So obviously the vet, and I've talked to a few other people, it's unless you pull blood into a blood test, it's just hard to tell. Like with cattle, you can pretty much tell pretty easy. So I don't know about Rufus. So here's what I'm thinking. We may end up taking Rufus to see a vet to see if they can do a semen analysis like you would a bull. I don't know. I tried calling a vet this morning. I got a hold of his secretary, and she said, you know, I'm really not sure if he can do that or not. He does it on horses and he does it on cattle, Never heard of it done on alpaca. But here's my thing. Before we try to go out and find another male breeding alpaca, I want to make sure Rufus can still do the job, but I also don't want to keep him around here for 2 years and not have any babies. So I don't know. Should we take Rufus to the vet? I'm waiting to hear back. I'm waiting to get a phone call back from the veterinarian to see if we can even do that, because I'm not sure. So I don't know. Maybe we will. Back on the subject of goats though, Isaac has not been at all interested in trying to tear through the fence. I figured not feeding them for a little while today after I fed them would be motivation. Obviously that one little spotted doe came over. No one else has yet, so we'll see. I have a couple pork steaks for lunch today, I think. They've been in the refrigerator for a couple days. Laid them in there to thaw out, and now's the time to eat them. Alright, those little thin pork steaks don't take long to cook. Bella's drooling over there. But, yeah. We're going to say they're done. By the time they rest for a few minutes, they will be good to go. Look at that. Don't you wish you could have one of those, Bella? It's just not fair, is it?
Burning gas. In fact, I'm about to run out of gas. This bus gas station pretty quick. I'm going out of gas. This Dodge is horrible. It's got a 20-gallon tank.
What's up, Mr. Dunbar? You playing in the water? Huh? Hey, I have a question for you. What's it really like to go to work with your best friend every day?
Oh my God. I'm not answering.
I thought that was a legit question. I mean, I'm your #1 coworker. Best friend. Speaking of best friends, check this out. I haven't seen this old girl in a day or two. Well, wonder if I should move that bale of hay out of here for Kevin. I asked him, do you need the tractor today for anything? Or can I come get it? He said, take it. See if I can remember how to drive this thing. Don't crash my truck. said, don't crash my truck. Back to the old glory days. First tractor I ever bought right here. Well, I guess technically the only tractor I've ever bought. Well, we made it home. No problem. It's only like 2 miles away. It's not like they live far away. There's no reason to even try to load it on a trailer. And I'm not going to haul this tractor with my half-ton pickup anyways. So, couple things. I haven't been on this tractor in, I guess, a year. A few things that I've noticed in just a few minutes I've been back on it. So if you're not familiar, guys, this is a tractor I bought many years ago. It's been on my channel for a long time. We had that Kubota L4701 tractor here for a year, and it was a hydrostatic tractor. This is kind of like a shuttle shift. You actually have to use the clutch and shift gears. I remember how much I liked that hydrostatic, but there's nothing wrong with this. I will say this is a John Deere 5105, like a 2004 model. I bought it used off of my best friend who bought it brand new. It's been a absolutely beast of a tractor for a lot of years for us. One thing I didn't remember actually is how big the front tires are compared to that Kubota. These things are massive. So I actually replaced the tires. These are new rubber tires. I put those on about 4 or 5 months before we got the Kubota tractor. The rear tires are original. I've never replaced them. You can see they show a lot of wear, but I've used this tractor for a lot of stuff over the years, and I'm debating. One thing this doesn't have is that third function valve on the loader, so I may be doing some research and seeing how much it would cost to put a third function valve on here and get a grapple bucket for this and a few other attachments. Maybe do some stuff to this one, or go with a new cab tractor. I'm still not sure. I really do want the cab. I really would love to have a tractor with a cab on it, but I'm still thinking it may be better to save up my money and go with a skid steer route and get one of those with a cab, because I can do so much more work. But I think I'm gonna call it quits for today. Probably get out here tomorrow, get the power washer out, clean this thing up really well, get it all greased and check everything out. I did notice the brakes are not wanting to work very well. The dual pedal, you can use the pedal as one, or flip the dill and have 2 separate brakes on the rear. And only the back left tire had brakes. The back right tire didn't. So it wanted to, as you're driving, you hit the brakes hard, it wanted to pull to the left. I'm sure we can get that fixed, not a big deal. But anyways, I guess that's gonna do it for me today. I've got stuff to do. I actually got to get the lawnmower loaded up and go to town and mow my wife's grandma's yard, pick up the kids from school, you know, typical stuff. But anyways, guys, I guess that's all I've got for today. I'm not sure about Rufus, still hadn't heard back. I don't know, maybe the vet will call today and we'll see if we can take him in and get him checked and see if he's still a active male alpaca. So anyways, guys, that's all I've got for today. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Y'all have a great day, and as always, we'll see you on the next video.